Greetings, I'm Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's see Johnathan vanish into thin air together. I'm just like, what is the point of that line other than to tell us, and you will no longer interact with him again? Don't worry.
Oh, yeah,
We're writing too many other characters now.
Honestly, it seems like that's actually part of their problem.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you can pat. There we go. I'm glad that my life has gone back to normal.
Because riding home with a boy I like and never using the bus again while my dad is still out of the country somewhere else for an art show is super normal.
Incredibly normal. Ben chuckles.
And making friends with a geek is really normal as well, since I've never done that ever.
That's fair, considering what's happened to you lately. I'm glad that you understand. I hope Cindy will change, though. Oh, that girl is a lost cause. There's no way that she's going to change. But what she did to me and Mark lately was just...
Nope, she's gonna wear that same dress forever, stained to remind you of what you've done to her, and try and make it vogue to smell like that, and wander everywhere being like, this is a power move.
Alright, so I just remembered, so there's a really horrible joke in relation to blonde jokes.
Let's not. Can we not, please?
Oh, yeah, but the thing is then she's gonna remain green forever.
Alright, so there we go, green forever.
Anyway, that's just what it is. Here we are. Anyway, horrible? Yeah. Speaking of Mark, what you did for him today was pretty awesome.
Nice. I like. That's probably the favorite thing that he's done that I have liked. So that I've seen him do so far.
He still hasn't apologized.
No, he hasn't. I'm not saying he's now good, but I'm going of all the stuff he's done and personality he's shown. Him going, you standing up for someone and introducing him to us, and getting in there and ruining Cindy's world for a day, which apparently didn't bother her at all. Whatever. Was great and awesome. I think that's cool that he actually nodded to that.
It's true. Ben suddenly pulls over at the park, not far from my house. He holds my hand and looks at me right in the eye.
Just in that eye.
I think I like you even more. I can feel my cheeks getting rosy again. My heart beats faster and faster, and I suddenly feel faint.
I'm not prepared for this
at all. This amount of emotional experience with ghosts is usually not a really good thing, actually, but I don't know that I'm a ghost, but I don't know why I'm suddenly really feeling faint. What does this mean? Do I have a lot of expectations or pressure? Or what is it that people want out of me? What am I supposed to do?
This reminds me so much of,
Johnathan.
When Johnathan took my hand and I don't want to think about it.
Oh, God. Bern, I want us to be more than just friends.
Are you just friends?
Hang
on, that first introduction to you in the park where, you kind of wheedled a date and a kiss out of me didn't feel like just friends.
It really didn't. It also felt really hyper-aggressive and just like Johnathan. Oh, wait. My feelings for you only get stronger and stronger each day. Ben, I don't know what to... You don't have to answer me right now.
You didn't ask a question. Did you ask a question? Did I miss it?
Oh, God. Did I miss the question? Was there actually a question there? Please, someone help. And suddenly it turns into the scene from the Titanic, except way more horrible, with the hand slapping on the side of the car.
I want out kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to put pressure on you. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
But please, consider my confession. Okay? I will. Thank you, Bern. Anyway, do you want to go to a movie with me?
No.
When? Now. I still want to spend more time with you.
Okay.
Oh my God, no.
Those are the only options. But one, we never get our homework done with this guy around, ever.
Ever.
We never get to study with this guy around, ever. And I can't tell narratively what this is. And going, what time of day is it? We've just left school. Do you want to go to a movie right now? Also me, I'm kind of a weird go to a movie, not like snob, but I'm fairly particular going, I don't just go to a movie and go, well, whatever it is, I'll watch it. I go, what do I feel like watching?
Yes, me too.
I'm very much like, let's just go to a theater and pick something is not me.
No, not at all.
I'm really I rarely, even before Corona, have gone to theaters because there's not usually a lot of things I want to see. And I do love movies, which is weird to say, because the movies that I love like crazy, and I really like to like the visual media of movies.
Yes.
There aren't that many movies that I feel like I need to go to a theater for.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially now with the advent of streaming, and also the fact that you can buy the movie afterwards. But
okay, so for me, usually
or Redbox,
I want to go see it in a theater if I feel like the bigger screen's actually going to add something to the experience. So if it
I like that
is
one.
like a really intense, heavy visual effects kind of thing, and a story I want to see, I want to go see that in the theater because I want to see what basically the big screen adds to that experience.
God, speaking of what was the movie that we saw with the houses on wheels?
Okay,
the
so
cast?
we saw Mortal Engines.
Yes.
Which has giant ass cities on treads driving across, the continents, and it's pretty cool.
And the first 10 minutes of that thing is a spectacular experience that I recommend to basically anyone.
Everyone.
It looks fabulous. The rest of the movie, I will warn you, is
different,
very different, and not anywhere close to that. So here we are.
There are a few more things with cool ass machines that happen,
but it's not.
But it's not as much as the beginning. Like if the entire movie had stayed with the mechanical intensity of the beginning, I would have been so hard into that movie.
Yeah, we're totally talking about anything but this because I think we're just gonna reject this guy. I don't care.
Yeah, so I don't think she feels comfortable with this at all. And since he's just been like, I want to respect your boundaries, and she's going, I'm trying to figure out how to have friends, and you're supposed to be different than Johnathan, and Kayla's been trying to protect me and make sure things, and help things go differently, even if I don't always understand her motivation. And sometimes the way I try and interact with this has been really poor because I'm just trying to mimic what I've seen other people do. No, I don't want to go to a movie with you right now with no planning. I'm actually not super spontaneous. In fact, when Kayla invited me to a party, it was 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, again, the whole thing of he's acting like Johnathan is true. To me, I don't feel bad in saying this. I'm like, the answer is no. Maybe next time.
Hey. I like that it wasn't an aggressive rejection.
Yes.
So in reference to a lot of these games, and especially when we did My Mystic Dragons, there was a lot of really strongly dichotomized answers.
Yes.
Where you're either like, I am all completely, utterly in, or I hate it, burn in hell.
Right.
And it's nice that it's just like a no. However, him immediately then going, why are you saying no? Or you must only be saying no for... Okay, so a lot of people sort of gatekeep a rejection response or a no response.
Yes.
And by that I mean they'll only accept without emotional negativity, essentially, or, dropping your score points in the friend bucket. If your statement of why I won't do it fits with what they believe to be reasonable.
Yes.
Okay? And so in this case, a lot of people will tell you what they think is reasonable in the question.
Yes.
Do you have other plans? Some people go, oh, do you not feel well?
Yes.
That kind of thing. Or, oh, do you have a curfew? They'll tell you what might be a reasonable answer for them, and then you can choose whether or not to latch onto that.
Yes.
But you don't need to say anything but no.
Yeah, no, and it's the same thing in regards to work as well. I know people try to basically drag it out of other individuals in regards to work situations or relationship things, and you do not need to have anything other than a no. Do you have other plans? No, I don't, but I want to finish Mr. Sinclair homework today. Not his homework, but Mr. Sinclair homework, which is a very specific book, actually. It's like, how they have, Mavis Beacon teaches typing. Yeah. We have Mr. Sinclair homework.
I love that, actually, yeah, excellent.
That works
done.
really well. Mr. Sinclair homework today. Okay then.
Which I don't consider a plan, even though I was planning to do it.
That is a plan.
Yes.
I have to say. I'm sorry, Ben. No, it's okay, Bern. Maybe next time? Sure.
Maybe you'll ask if I like movies in theaters?
Maybe, because I might not actually really enjoy that environment very much. Some people actually are a little bit claustrophobic. I might also be a little bit claustrophobic, or I just really don't want to go on a date with anyone to a movie theater because,
Lots of reasons.
Reasons, and I don't need to give them all to you. I can't do this!
And what I was going to say is, sometimes when you ask someone on a date and they turn you down, it can be, I'm not interested in dating. Other times it can be they don't know how to tell you they just don't like movies.
Right.
Or they just don't like going to movies, whatever it is. I have known several people who really just don't watch movies or TV at all. And it's not like any moral thing or anything. They just don't care.
Right.
They're just like, I'm not very interested in that.
I was also going to say there are sometimes some people who say no because they've already seen them, one. And number two, some of them sometimes say no because they know what the options are. And they're like, no, I'm not interested.
And a lot of times they won't give another option because they don't think you'll necessarily be interested in another option or because it becomes more awkward to bargain.
Yes.
So while it is helpful to go, would you like to go on a date with me to do this specific thing that I'd like to do? Because sometimes going, hey, do you want to go out with me? And someone goes, sure, to do what? And you go, whatever, can be a lot of pressure on them.
Yes.
I would say, so having a couple of things in mind, but going, it doesn't have to be a movie. Do you want to hang out and do something else?
Right.
You could just offer, be like, what I want is to spend time with you. So if you're amenable to it in any fashion, I'd be chill with that.
Right.
So options.
Sure. Come on. Let's go to your house. Okay.
Or I could just get out right here, because my house is right over
quickly,
there.
Very, very quickly.
And walk away.
Burn. Please consider my confession. Don't be in a hurry to give me an answer. No. The answer is no. Like, I honestly, though, don't know whether or not Byrne would actually be capable. So I'm saying no, and I realize that, versus what the character would be doing in this particular case, because I am uncomfortable with his behavior. I am also uncomfortable, even where she's like, I feel faint, and I honestly was expecting her to pass out.
So was I.
Actually really was. And I think in some way she's actually not supposed to be interested in him, but I don't know. I think you're generically obviously supposed to be interested in whoever the heck comes your way, even though that's been disproven in regards to like where we played by Mystic Dragons, and our character there, Small, really did not like Phoenix for basically the entire game up until like the very end, and then there was suddenly some amount of, wow, Phoenix is great. And then it was like very generic, Phoenix is great kind of thing. It
was really wild, actually. There was an entire love interest in that game that the protagonist was never interested in, even if you chose the go for it options.
Yeah.
She would resist your actual choices. It was a really interesting piece of dissonance versus, I am controlling you, and the character going, but I don't want to do what you told me to do.
Right.
Like, it was very fascinating in a couple of cases. I say, but in reference to all of this, I really see where my friend is coming from with saying, potentially just going, no, we are not ready for this. You seem like you are not going to respect our boundaries, and this isn't coming from a new angle. And also your language is very red flag indicator kind of thing, and behavior so far. But also I feel it in the sense that where what Scandal also said in reference to, I don't know if Byrne could say no. Yes. Because as much as Byrne has been practicing her assertiveness, and we support her,
yes,
there is this level of, there are some things you just don't say no to when you are, one, a people pleaser, and two, a young woman who has a lot of, is inexperienced and sheltered, where you are taught very much, especially if you're a daddy's girl, not to say no to men.
Yes.
God. And that is a big specific distinction where we might be able to say no to our friend Kayla sometimes, one, because we're very close to her, and two, because there's no like social gravity to it. But saying no to a popular, important, desirable man in your school is a huge thing to do.
Yes.
In reference to the framing.
Yes.
Anyway.
Don't be in a hurry to give me an answer.
He's like, I know you would say no if you said it right now, so don't say it.
Which is exactly what makes me even more uncomfortable, going like, he knows that you would say no.
That is what that sounds like.
That is a red flag, and maybe then actually Byrne would say no. That might be a good indicator that Byrne might be at that point of going like, look, no, I'm too overwhelmed, I can't do it. So taking it from the perspective of going, I'm just not ready, it's all about me, it's all my fault, blah, 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 whatever, she would take that position of going, it's my fault that I can't handle this, basically, and more or less shit on herself, and go, Ben, no, you're marvelous and fantastic, and I'm incapable, I can't do this kind of thing. And I'm here to still try to please you and appease to you, and appeal to, your greater wisdom or whatever else, and just going, I just can't do it.
And for me, it has always been an indicator of like concerning things when someone tells you, no, don't answer right now, because they don't want to know what you think right now. Or it can be basically that indicator of going, I do know what you would say if you'd answer right now, so I'm telling you not to answer it right now, in sort of a way of kind of guiding you that you need to think about what you're saying for longer, or that before you even make the decision that you've already made, you need more input. And so it's sort of a way to take someone's natural inclination and immediate response and tell them that they should put it on hold, and sort of artificially psychology them into giving you more time and more of a chance to do something different than what their natural impulse is for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I'll wait for you. I will. Okay.
Won't
sure.
say anything.
The rest of the day goes by without a hitch.
I get to read the book I wanted to.
Before I go to bed, Dadley suddenly gives me a call. He finally found his stolen bag.
Woo! Woo! Good job, Dad! And has called.
Haha!
Are you going to sleep already, Pumpkin?
Ah! Yeah, Dad.
I'm so tired. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that my schedule's been changed. Wait, my schedule's possessive?
Schedules, what?
My schedule's been. Your schedule has a bin?
Schedule has been changed.
I
Probably
guess,
what that's supposed to be, because
probably.
I've done that before.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I'll be home sooner than I thought.
Oh, well, I actually have parents, unlike in My Mystic Dragons. What? When?
Sometime this week. I'm not sure when yet, but I'm gonna walk in on you at the most inopportune time, so be prepared, and whatever stuff you're doing that you shouldn't, hide it now.
Be prepared! Be prepared!
For the
Be prepared!
Prepared for what? For the return of the king! Okay. But there's someone you'll have to meet when I'm back.
This is the guy. Who? Whomst?
Whomst!
Whomst, dear father? I do declare, I wish to knoweth upon whom I shall gaze.
Lovely. Ah, yes, my dearest of child, my most lovely product of my loins, thouest shall know soon enough, in the instant upon which I arrive, you shall behold.
I'm gonna die. I can't. I'm sorry. Thouest is gonna kill me.
I worked so hard for thouest. Honestly, I felt like I earned it.
Fine, you've earned it.
All right. I can't tell you yet.
But the thing is that.
I can't tell you yet, but I'm sure you'll be happy. I have confidence. I have faith. I know it in my jellies.
Daddy!
I felt it in my suitcase.
Daddy!
Yes,
Daddy, are you a tiny yellow mouse?
Oh. No, not today, but I did do that one painting that one time, and I called it a self-portrait, so within me somewhere.
There is a tiny yellow mouse.
There is.
Daddy hangs up the phone call shortly after telling me about the mystery person.
Who is someone who you'll probably want
and
me to
then we're done.
Oh, and there we go.
When will Daddy be back then?
Oh, really?
And who am I going to meet?
Oh my God, they
Hang
really...
on, I have to do the voice.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No. And when will Daddy be back then? And who am I going to meet?
Oh my God, it's so weird. Okay, so for me, I'm just like,
this is so weird.
They really are doing this as a chapter break every single time. This is a convention we haven't seen in their other games of having a specific like book
recap?
Header, sort of like a recap, but also like a let's bring you in of the who won, who's next. You decide! Like, it feels very much like that kind of thing of like, if you've lost your investment in the game, we're gonna hype you up for the next thing. Who else am I going to meet? And you go, I know what's going to happen in the next chapter. Pop! I will meet another love interest.
Yay! Finally!
It's happening.
Ben confessed his feelings for me. I'm not ready for another surprise in my life. What's going to happen next? Find out in the next chapter of Freshman Fantasies!
Alrighty,
All right, well, honestly, this is actually, I think, a really good natural wrapping up point. So thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us. In the next one, we are going to be continuing on, potentially. We've had discussions about maybe we won't continue this. It kind of depends.
We're trying to figure out how far to go with this game. Now, the series has been surprisingly popular compared to a number of our other things, but we've actually been having a lot more fun with a couple of the computer games we've done. So if you are invested in this series and you want us to keep going, please let us know.
Yes.
Like speak up and do, give, like display your interest. We've actually gone on with Lily's Garden way longer than we ever would have because of people saying that they wanted it and, that they were enjoying the series. But given that we don't have any specific investment in this, mostly because of its pacing at this point, I think, and the fact that it really is continuing to drag along really slowly with very little content and very long game kind of thing.
Yes.
So we're kind of trying to decide what to do with that, and if you would like to weigh in, we would love to hear from you. Additionally, if you would like to sponsor the continuing of this game, you could buy us a Ko-Fi, and we will, we will keep going. We will drink the coffee and burn the caffeine.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us. Again, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And please also feel free to share these videos with somebody that you think might have a good time with this. You want to start a conversation, whatever it might be. If you just want to laugh, honestly, we love laughing around here. It's pretty good. And then other than that, again, if you want to sponsor us, or if you want to go ahead and support us, or go ahead and tip us as well, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon links. They are in the description down below.
Yep.
Other than that, though, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!